everybody, it's Rebecca here at Wine Mermaids, and welcome back to my channel. Those of you who are new here, welcome. And those of you who are returning, welcome back. I'm glad to see you back here today. So today, I'm going to talk about my 15 favorite feelings. This video was originally done on Vlogbrothers by Hank Green, I do believe. But then I saw it on Marinez channel. My name is Marinez, and I thought it was a really interesting tag, and it's kind of a tag and an interesting topic, and so I wanted to share with you my 15 favorite feelings, because feelings make you all happy and warm, and maybe not, but some of them do. It's nice to kind of think about things that make you happy or things that you really enjoy, because when you're having a bad day, it's nice to remember the good things. So anyway, let's get into my 15 favorite feelings. Number 1, I just like creativity. Like the ideas that just come into your head and they swirl around and you're so excited you just can't wait to write your ideas down or to like get in front of a camera and start talking or starting creating something, starting to just make something. I love that feeling of just, it's like a rush of adrenaline in some ways because you're just so excited and you just feel like like your mind is racing and you're so excited because you have this idea and you just can't wait to get it out there. And I just love that feeling. And that's partly why I make YouTube videos, because I love it. The next one is when you wake up in the morning and you think you have to get up. You're like, oh, I have to get up. And then you look at the clock and you don't have to get up yet. Or an even like degree of that, like to the infinity degree, is when you wake up and you realize that it's like snowing outside and you have a delay, or school has been canceled for the day, or work has been canceled for the day, and you don't have to get up until you want to get up. Like, I love that feeling of knowing I don't have to get out of bed when you think you do. Oh, it's great. Number 3 is snuggling on the couch or the bed with a really good book and like a cup of coffee or tea or hot chocolate, especially while like the rain is hitting the window right next to you and you're just inside and warm when you have a blanket and you're just like, oh, this is the best. It's great. I love those days. Those are my favorite days. Number 4 is snuggling with my cat. So every morning when I get out of the shower, I snuggle with my cat Azula. I just pick her up and we have cuddle time, and it's only for like 2 minutes or something. I just hold her and I pet her. But I really love that because it's something that the two of us always do. I don't share it with my other animals, just me and Azula, and I really love that. It's a bond between us, and I just love cats too. Number 5 is witnessing something so breathtakingly beautiful that it leaves you speechless. Like, these are the things that you don't even want to take a picture of it, because a picture will never capture how beautiful it is in the real life and in the world. And you still take a picture because you think it will, but it doesn't. And just being there and seeing it, or just experiencing things in general, it's such a great feeling, like going in something that you can't ever recreate, like going to a concert or, you know, seeing something that just makes you speechless. I just love that. Number 6 is laughing so hard that it hurts and you can't stop laughing and you have no idea why you started laughing to begin with, but you just can't stop, and I love that, especially when you're sharing that with somebody and you're both laughing and you're egging each other on with your laughter and it goes on for forever. It's so fun and it brings me joy. It like hurts your stomach, you're laughing so hard. Oh, it's great. Number 7 is nostalgia. It makes me feel, nostalgia is one of those weird ones that like I really love the feeling of it because it brings me back. All those old memories come flooding in, but it also makes me feel kind of old and like weird at the same time. It's really hard to describe, but I feel like some of you probably know what I'm talking about with nostalgia. It's nostalgia. It just kind of gives you that weird feeling inside, but at the same time you're like, oh, I just love the memories. Like whenever I hear MMMBop, I'm brought back to so many memories, and I love it, and at the same time I'm like, Number 8 is just when I'm in the middle of a really, really, really good book, and I'm like racing through it and there's plot twists, or you're like waiting for the couple to get together and you just can't put it down and you have to know what's gonna happen next. I love that. I can't, that's why I read, is for that moment when you get so hooked into a story that you just are like, it encompasses your body and your feelings and your emotions, and you just are so wrapped up in it that all you see are the pages in front of you. and I love that. Number 9 is a two-parter. It's when you come home after a long day and you take off your skinny jeans. Yeah, that one. Or your bra for women out there. Or like getting in bed at the end of a really long day and you can like stretch out and you're like, oh, it feels so great. And then in addition to this, I'm also adding taking off a wedding dress at the end of a wedding, because that thing is heavy and you can't breathe and you're like all day. But it feels so good when you can finally take it off. So just kind of that feeling of like relief at the end of a long day. Such a great feeling. Number 10 is the feeling you get after a really tough workout. Like, I hate working out. I really do. I hate it. But I do it because it's good for you. It's good for me. It's good for me to do that. And I hate it. But I really love the feeling that I get when I'm done. Because then it's like, I feel accomplished. I feel like I've done something. My body feels good. And I just, like, I can go with the rest of my day being like, man, that was really tough, but I did it. I did that. Number 11 is just eating freshly baked cookies, which is why number 10 is so important. Because 11 freshly baked cookies, man, the smell, the warmth, how they like melt and gooey in your mouth, like, oh, love it. Number 12 is actually going to the movies alone and buying popcorn and just sitting there and eating the popcorn, watching the movie all by myself. Because sometimes I need alone time and I need me time, and I don't get to go to the movies too often by myself because A, there's not really a lot of movies that like I really want to see that somebody else doesn't want to see, and B, I just don't really have the time to do it a lot by myself. But I do really enjoy it because it's just that really nice me time that I love, and then I just get to eat the popcorn and no one's there to judge me how much I eat, and then I feel sick later, but that's okay. We're forgetting that part of this feeling. Number 13 is associated with the fall, pretty much, or the winter, and it's like after you're like outside in the cold, or it's brisk, and then you get to have some like hot chocolate or some cider to warm you up. I just really love like taking a walk in like the crisp fall air, or even winter with snow, and having like something hot to drink in my hands, and like seeing my breath and feeling the steam, seeing the steam rise up from the drink, and just it's like that weird mixture of being cold and hot at the same time. I really like that. Number 14 is when somebody plays with my hair, because I love when people play with my hair. And I think a lot of people enjoy that, but I'm one of those people. I really like it, and sometimes I'll go when I get my hair cut and I'll pay the extra money for the hair wash because I'm cheap and get cheap haircuts where they have to pay separately. But I'll do it just because then they like give you the head massage. It's really great, and I love it. And finally, number 15 is holding hands and spending time with my husband, James, and just kind of being married in general. Like, it's really great. It feels really wonderful to be married to a person that I love so much and is my one and only, and I just love it. And so just spending time with him and holding hands with him and just sitting on the couch together or going out to dinner together or taking a walk together, just being married to him is a really great feeling, and I love it. And yes. Well, those are my 15 favorite feelings. Let me know some of your favorite feelings down in the comments below. And that is it for me today. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next time.